For 1,000 years, the Krokan Confederacy had planned the perfect invasion. Their scholars had studied every aspect of human civilization through intercepted transmissions. Their strategists had mapped every military installation, analyzed every weapon system, calculated every possible response. Their engineers had designed countermeasures for nuclear weapons, electromagnetic pulse devices, kinetic bombardments, and even theoretical antimatter weapons. The assembled armada was a testament to a millennium of preparation. 10,000 vessels, each one specifically designed to counter a different aspect of human warfare. Ships with adaptive shielding that could deflect any known energy weapon. Hulls immune to radiation and heat. Advanced AI systems programmed with every human tactical doctrine from Sun Tzu to the modern era. Supreme Coordinator Veshtar stood on the bridge of the command vessel, watching Earth grow larger in the viewport. Behind him, tactical displays showed the perfect formation of his fleet, each ship positioned according to strategic calculations refined over centuries. "Initiate final approach," he commanded. "All vessels report readiness status." The responses flooded in: shields at maximum, weapons charged, countermeasures active. Every system green, every contingency accounted for. The humans wouldn't even have time to activate their primitive nuclear arsenals. "Sir," reported the sensor operator, detecting a single transmission from the planet's surface. "It appears to be directed at us." "Put it through." A middle-aged human woman appeared on the main screen. She sat at what looked like an ordinary desk in an ordinary office, wearing an unremarkable business suit. Behind her, a small sign read, "Earth Defense Coordination Office, Director Michelle Zhang." "Greetings," she said pleasantly, as if welcoming neighbors to a barbecue. "I assume you're here for the invasion?" "We've been expecting you for quite some time." Veshtar's mandibles clicked in surprise. "You know of our approach?" "Oh, we've known about your planning for about 800 years now. Impressive dedication, by the way. Though I have to ask, did anyone on your planning committee actually check what we've been up to during your 1,000-year preparation period?" The Supreme Coordinator felt the first flutter of unease. "Our intelligence is comprehensive. We have accounted for all human military capabilities." Director Zhang smiled. "I'm sure you have. Based on our transmissions through 2157, right? That's when you stopped receiving our signals due to the great filter barrier we erected. Very thorough work, analyzing all that historical data." She reached for something off-screen. "The thing is, we've been rather busy these last few centuries. Would you like to see what we've been working on?" Without waiting for an answer, she pressed a single, unremarkable red button. The effect was immediate and absolute. Every single ship in the Krokan Armada simply stopped. Not destroyed, not disabled, stopped. Their engines continued running, their life support systems functioned perfectly, but the vessels themselves became as immobile as if they'd been encased in solid diamond. What have you done?" Veshtar gasped, frantically checking his displays. Every system showed normal operation, but his ship wouldn't respond to any command. "Temporal anchor grid," Director Zhang explained conversationally. "We realized about 400 years ago that while everyone was focused on building better weapons, no one was working on better defenses. So we thought, why not make it impossible for hostile forces to move through our local spacetime?" She leaned back in her chair. "The entire solar system is now locked in a controlled temporal field. Your ships aren't broken, they just can't exist in any timeline where they pose a threat to Earth." "Quite elegant, really." Veshtar stared at his instruments in horror. 1,000 years of planning, rendered meaningless by technology so advanced he couldn't even comprehend it. "Now," Director Zhang continued, "we have two options. Option 1. You can remain here indefinitely as a fascinating display of what happens when you underestimate human ingenuity. Option 2. You can accept our invitation to join the Galactic Cooperation Initiative. We have some lovely worlds picked out for peaceful colonization." She held up a second button, this one green. Same principle, different outcome. This one unfreezes you and provides coordinates to uninhabited systems perfect for Krokan physiology. Full terraforming assistance included. No strings attached. But we came to conquer you, Veshtar stammered. And that's adorable, Director Zhang replied warmly. But sweetie, we stopped being conquerable around the time we figured out how to edit the laws of physics. Now, what's it going to be? The choice, like everything else about this encounter, was perfectly simple. Veshtar reached for his comm system. All ships, prepare to receive peaceful colonization coordinates. After all, some buttons were too tempting not to press.